everyone, welcome back to my channel with me, Monique. If you're new to this channel, I upload videos weekly about style, mindful shopping, travel, and everything in between. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would like to click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. If you read the title of this video, you know that I'm going to tell you how I tried to score a Kelly in New York City. This is not my first time trying to get a Birkin or a Kelly in the Manhattan store. I've tried in the past and failed miserably. I have never had any great experience with SA there, and also I am not in the position now to be able to be loyal to any SA in any country because I do not live in a country with Hermes boutique and I travel quite a lot, so I tend to just shop whenever I travel, so I can't be loyal to one particular boutique. And we all know that it is much easier to get a Birkin or a Kelly without a long purchase history in Europe. But I figure I tried while I was in New York. I was there for 1 month, so I thought it was like a good amount of time to try. And I was also inspired by Karen Britchick's video. She scored a Kelly without any purchase history except for one purchase like years prior, and she went to the Madison store and scored a Birkin without having to, you know, buy a bunch of stuff before. And it was just like she went in there, had a great rapport with the SA, and then she scored a Birkin. So that video made me think, maybe I should try while I was there. But of course, when I was there, it was like summer 2021. New York was pretty much back. It was like the city was lively and full of people. So I don't think that, you know, they would have the amount of stock that they would have during the pandemic when the city was still kind of dead. So I think that played a role as well. Needless to say, we didn't get a Kelly. We did try, but yes, we didn't get any Kelly. I did make 2 small purchases, which I will share with you in this video. So what happened was, like, after 1 week, I think around 1 week, a week and a half of being in New York, we finally had the chance to go to the boutique on Madison Avenue, because I thought I'm just going to focus my energy in the Madison boutique. Being that it is the biggest in New York, I would think that they would have more stock than the one in Wall Street or Meatpacking District. So I sent my husband to go in there because honestly, I just couldn't deal with another SA that would be looking at me up and down because, you know, I was asking for a Kelly, you know, out of nowhere. So the first SA that he talked to was not really cooperative. The essay really stressed the fact that you have to be a loyal customer, that you have to be loyal to the brand, you know, meaning you have to purchase this and that, and then there's like a 2-year waiting list for the bag. So yeah, that essay my husband didn't get any good kind of like vibe with, so he decided not to go with that one. And then I decided to also walk in there, and then it's the same answer that, you know, you have to be loyal, you know, long waiting list. It's not something that, you know, that I can just get like that. You have to build that relationship. I was carrying my Birkin at the time when I walked in there, and the essay was saying you have to be loyal to the person that you get this bag from. So I was just saying, oh, actually I got this bag in Europe and I don't really have an essay at the moment here, and I would like to you know, start a relationship. So of course the essay gave me his card. I mean, he was really nice, but I feel like it's not something that I could just go like that in 2 weeks and, you know, he'll give me a Kelly's. So another day, every time we're in the area, I would always like force my husband to go into the Hermes boutique just because. So it was like, I think maybe a week after, I said, hey, go in there and maybe you have a better luck with another person. So he did get another person, which according to him, it was more cooperative. Seems like she was more willing to work with him, and she was not saying anything about like long waiting lists. So she was saying like, oh, I will try my best. She was even asking him to give him his wish list, so she was actually putting it in the system of the bag that he wanted. So that seemed pretty positive, right? A few days after that, I sent my husband again to go back and meet with that essay and just try to get something small. So this is the first purchase that he got on that day. Again, the essay seems to be nice. It was just like, you know, like an introduction. Hey, I do want to build this kind of relationship. So he just bought this perfume that I do wear, and I was running out, so I was like, you know what, go in there and get this perfume and just say hello again to that essay. During this whole journey, you would say, I really don't want to spend money on things that I don't want to wear or I don't need. I don't want to just buy things because I want to get a Kelly. Also, the prices of Kelly and Birkin in the States is kind of like higher than prices in Europe anyways. It's basically from the Jardin collection. This one is Le Jardin de Monsioli. I love this perfume and I use it almost every day, and I ran out of it. I always get the 50 ml bottle because it is the best for travel. So after we purchased the perfume, another week passed by, and then I was like, okay, let's go in there and let's just get something small. I have things on my list and I'm just gonna see and ask if, you know, she has any of these things on my list. So we went in there, but I went with him this time. All along he has been alone. His interaction has been alone with this essay, and I feel like the essay was not very friendly at that time. Maybe because it was like almost the end of the day. We were there like maybe around 5 p.m. I don't know, maybe she was tired, you know, dealing with customers all day, but she was just pretty much like business. It was not a lot of chit chat going on. It's just like, hey, what do you want? Okay, let me check. I asked for a belt strap in a particular color combo that I wanted, and they didn't have that. Honestly, the stock at the Hermes Madison was really pretty scarce, and she was telling me that yeah, stock has been pretty difficult, especially during the pandemic, and also it was August, and we all know that the atelier, they take a month off during August, so maybe that's also another factor why the Madison store didn't have any stock. I also asked about scarf. I wanted the scarf in size 70 and they didn't have a lot of options. Maybe there were like 4 or 5 options and none of them I really liked, but I did get one thing from that trip. Here is the receipt from the store, and voila. You could probably guess what's in this box just from the shape of it. So let's find out. Beautifully packaged. And I got the Calvi card case. I have always wanted one of these, and I've always wanted the Calvi in a beautiful color from Hermes. As you know, Hermes is really famous for their beautiful colors, seasonal colors, and in terms of bags, I'm not really adventurous to get something with bright seasonal colors, but I wanted to get an SLG in a color that is bright. This is showing a little bit lighter. It's kind of like the Kelly green color. So the name of this color is Vermint, which is mint green. What I like about this Calvi is that it is a verso, which means the inside is a different color. It is showing kind of like white on the video and even in real life, but it's actually the bleu brun, so it is a very light blue. I just love the Verso Calvi. I like the fact that, you know, the outside and the inside has a different color. And I'm sure we all know about the Calvi. It's basically just one piece of leather which was folded and put together with this snap button. It's really light, super light, but it seems like it's a lot of room for a lot of cards. You could definitely fit a lot of cards in here. I would even think that it would be loose for me, because I don't really carry a lot of cards on a daily basis with me. I'm glad I got it, even though I didn't get a Kelly out of buying this, but the Calvi has always been on my list. So I decided after that trip, I just didn't get that kind of like vibe from her. So I decided not to pursue any further relationship with her. I didn't want to try and go to the boutique another time. We had like 2 weeks left of our trip, and I just decided I wanted to enjoy the trip. I think it was not meant to be for me to get a Kelly at that time, and I would just try my luck the next time we go to Europe. So that is all my experience in trying to get a Kelly in New York. It was not a success, and it was interesting to see how the interaction in Hermes boutique in the US is much different than the one in Europe, and of course Asia is also different. I would never even try to ask for a Birkin or Kelly in Asia, because you know they're pretty upfront about the one-to-one spending in Asia, from what I hear from people that I know who has got a Birkin or a Kelly in Asia. That's all my story time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and comment down below. It will really help the growth of my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.